Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we actually ended up getting a surprise meta update and patch notes for MW3 and Warzone. We've got actual weapon changes, some gameplay adjustments, everything like that. So we are starting first here on the multiplayer side of things with our Tuesday, July 2nd surprise update. So with this, customization corrected, art displayed for the kill shot emblem in the Season 4 Battle Pass, pretty minor fix there. For multiplayer, specifically here with UI and UX, improved visual style of the notification that appears after changing a loadout mid-match, interesting. Fixed an issue causing the after action report to unexpectedly close, corrected HUD prompts when controlling the missile drone kill streak with an alternative button layout. For progression, underbarrel launcher attachments will now progress challenges requiring double kills with grenades, improved tracking of the double kills challenge for the Reclaimer 18 shotgun that was mentioned on the Trello, I think a couple of days back. The DG58 micro barrel attachment for the DG56 will no longer remain locked after reaching the weapon level requirements, address an issue causing the gilded camo for certain weapons to remain locked after unlock requirements are met. For modes here with Bit Party, they fixed an issue causing inconsistent score upon tag collection and kill confirmed. Mutation, they fixed an issue causing the HUD to not match the selected mutant's abilities. Radioactive Beast will now drown if submerged in water for too long. Mutant perks are no longer inactive during the first life after halftime team switch. Weapon updates, keep in mind this is on the multiplayer side of things. We'll have to see what changes on the Warzone side of things. For the Cast-Off 762 and the Cast-Off 545 on the Requiem conversion kit, fixed incorrect iron sight and misaligned optics after you unequip the conversion kit, kind of strange. On the FJX Horus Scimitar kit, fixed incorrect iron sight and blocked barrel attachments after you unequip the conversion kit. On the broadside, the Jack BFB muzzle attachment is no longer blocked and now can be equipped on the Jawbreaker conversion. On the FJX Imperium, they removed incompatible ammo attachments that could not be unlocked, so that has been bugged for a long time. They just ended up deleting that entirely, so there'll never be any confusion there. For handguns on the 50 GS and the GS Magna from MW2, the Jack NRG4 optic can no longer be equipped without a compatible barrel. So just a lot of, weapon bugs that they've fixed here on the multiplayer side of things. For launchers on the RGL with the slug ammo on the 656 conversion kit, rather on the Thumper kit, they increased the minimum damage by 58%. They also removed unintended explosive damage properties there as well. So some interesting weapon fixes mainly, and some slight updates on the multiplayer side of things. Then for zombies, for gameplay updates here, zombies completionist camos can now be equipped to the sledgehammer normally. They also fixed an issue causing server disconnection when a player leaves an unstable rift, so that's obviously a pretty important one. Kind of surprised though, across, at least on the multiplayer side of things, we'll have to see what's listed in the Warzone notes, that they didn't go through and talk about the server lag or anything going on there in specific, or anything going on with all the constant disconnects as well with zombies pertaining to the unstable rift. Yes, the disconnection when you leave it, but they're also like crashing the servers a lot too when they're appearing. So a couple of issues that were not mentioned here, which is pretty unfortunate. But that said, let's jump over to the Warzone side of things. So here we also have our Tuesday, July 2nd update. And by the way, as we're going through all the updates and changes here, if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, everything like that is right here on a daily basis. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always really appreciated. With our update today here, we actually saw a similar update to the Cast-Off 762 and the Cast-Off 545, so they did fix the incorrect iron sights and misaligned optics after unequipping the conversion kit. So simply a fix there, no actual value changes to either of these conversion kits here. For SMGs, we actually saw some adjustments. Okay, so the Superi 46 lower torso modifier decreased to 1.1 down from 1.3, so a very slight nerf on the lower torso. Lower arm and hand modifier decreased by basically that 0.2% or 0.2 times as well, down from 1.3 to 1.1. So kind of awkward shots there, body shots that aren't going to be dealing a ton of damage as is, getting a nerf. This will obviously bring the TTK down a tad bit on the Superi. But if you're hitting, you know, consistently shots to the upper body as is, like you most likely are in those close range scenarios, that's not going to be a super extreme nerf to just the Superi outright. So I don't see that really changing it in any significant way. Also on the FJX Horus Scimitar kit, they did fix incorrect iron sight and blocked barrel attachments after unequipping the conversion kit, so you won't run into that issue here either. That was obviously a global fix between multiplayer and Warzone, but kind of surprised that's a very minor nerf, it seems like, to the Superi in general, considering how easy it is to land upper torso, neck, and headshots with this thing. We also have an adjustment to the KAR98K as well. So with this, lower torso modifier decreased to 0.95 down from 1.1. Arm modifiers decreased a decent amount down from 1.2 to 0.95. Leg modifier decreased to 0.95 down from 1.1. Hopefully this means that if you're hitting body shots in those areas, it's not going to be able to two-shot knock. That's kind of the whole deal going on with the KAR98K right now. It doesn't matter if you're hitting toe shots or if you're hitting, you know, neck shots or upper body shots. It's a two-shot kill if you're not getting that one-shot headshot. So it's incredibly forgiving and doesn't really require a ton if you're able to land at least two shots back-to-back or two shots relatively quickly, which isn't asking for all that much considering how fast you can get shots off back to back to back. So if that's an adjustment that does fully you know, update that, that's solid. It's definitely a step in the right direction. Obviously though, I still see the KAR kind of dominating that mid to long range meta. So while they are going through and they are balancing things out a little bit with this, a slight nerf to the Superi, a slight nerf to the KAR, I don't think this meta is shifting all that much. I mean, it's just a tad bit more competitive, really, is what they're doing here. That actually is the entire patch note changes for the Warzone side, but they did actually post about a pretty major update over on COD updates as well. So they did end up posting about this last night, saying, hey, we're investigating for MW3, but this also applies to Warzone and zombies alike. We are investigating reports of degraded performance on Xbox platforms following the Season 4 Reloaded update. I think it's kind of interesting that they're singling out Xbox platforms, considering that pretty much every platform has really bad stability issues. We just talked about this the other day, right? Going in depth about how, whether you're on PC or console, there's pretty insane stuttering going on. I do know that with Xbox specifically, Rebirth pretty much since launch has struggled with FPS issues. Same deal with Fortune's Keep, so maybe they're trying to focus maybe a little bit more on those, but across the board, obviously, Season 4 Reloaded did impact stability and performance in general here, so kind of interesting that they're specifically talking about Xbox issues and not global updates that could go out here soon. But we will see an actual update go out to address whatever they are specifically focusing in on with this degraded performance descriptor here. So we have that to look out for in the coming days, ideally, but a little bit disappointed that they haven't addressed some of the major server issues and lag issues, and then also the chat ban and like voice disabled stuff that's been going on the past couple of days with that new glitch as well. Pretty common topics. Like I said, we just talked about them in a video a few days back, and you know, no mention of them as of right now. So we'll have to keep on the lookout for those. Obviously, if anything is updated there, if they do reveal or announce anything or actually push some updates live, I'll keep you guys updated with all the latest need to know info right as it drops. So stay tuned for that alongside everything else going on in COD by hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating is always really appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.